everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm so glad that you have joined us today. Today I want to talk about ways to refresh and reset, specifically yourself. When my mom and dad took their 25th anniversary trip to England and Ireland, they brought me back this beautiful china teacup and saucer. It is called Whittard of Chelsea is the name of the company, and it is very special to me, and I get it out on special occasions to have my cup of tea in. I love all of the beautiful colors and the pattern of flowers. It looks so very spring and summery. As busy mamas, I think in particular, we have to be very intentional about filling ourselves up so that we have something to give. And one of the ways that I do that is with daily tea times. Now, I have coffee in my teacup right now because I tend to gravitate toward coffee more than I do tea, but I also like drinking hot tea as well. And I'm trying to remember how long I have done this. I know that when I was a very tiny little girl, my mama, my dad's mom, would give me milk and sugar with a little bit of coffee in a sippy cup. And that is where my love of coffee began. Tea, I believe, was something that I got from my mother. She loved drinking hot tea. Her favorite was English breakfast. And I do love English breakfast tea, but I probably love coffee more. And so I am using my beautiful English teacup, but I'm having coffee in it. So every afternoon, or most afternoons, I try to pause for 15 to 20 minutes and have a cup of coffee or something delicious. Sometimes I will have a sweet treat, sometimes not, just a little tiny bit of chocolate or something that I can look forward to throughout the day. And I will read my Bible or another book or take a nap sometimes. Just a little break in the middle of the day to refresh and reset so that I can keep going through all of my responsibilities and things that I need to accomplish. I love to incorporate music into my tea times. Just simply turning on some classical or instrumental music does so much for my soul and my mind, and it has been proven that it releases those stress hormones and just is so health beneficial to our minds and our bodies. Like lighting candles, especially in the fall and winter times, I will light a candle, even if it's just for the 20 minutes of sitting down with my cup of coffee. It just adds an ambience and a warmth to my quiet time. Now, I want to talk really quickly about having children. It is more challenging to have quiet times when you have little ones. And I have learned that during nap time is the best time to have my little tea time, because the youngest one or ones are down for a nap. And then the older ones who are not in school can sit down with books. They can go to their rooms with books so that you have complete freedom from distractions. And it is a process. It's not always easy at first to train them, but they will learn. And I think they enjoy those quiet times as well, to read and rest. And then sometimes I like to invite my children into my tea times. And I feel like all of my children love coffee. Some of them like hot tea, some more than others, but we love our little tea times. Even my boys look forward to that special cup of tea or coffee with a little treat, maybe cookies, homemade cookies, or a fresh baked good, or something that is tasty. And so it doesn't have to be fancy, or it can be fancy. The main thing is just setting aside the time to make it special in the midst of an ordinary day. Recently, I hosted a Mother's Day tea luncheon, and that was so much fun. I always enjoy setting the table and preparing flowers and music and dishes. This time I used a blue and white tea set that I got from my sister-in-law's yard sale, and I used it for my oldest little girl's 5th birthday party. The teapots are a little bit smaller and the cups are a little bit smaller, and so we used it for that. But then I have been loving the blue and white this spring, and so I brought that out and used it for my Mother's Day tea. And so we had scones with lemon curd, we had salads, we had cucumber sandwiches, chicken salad sandwiches, we had some delicious lemon loaf, and of course hot tea. And so really enjoyed hosting that for Mother's Day. One of my favorite ways to refresh is to get away with some friends for the day. We kind of started a tradition of going thrifting for each other's birthdays, and so we will drive about an hour and a half away usually and find a coffee shop and have some coffee or tea and maybe a pastry, and then we will go shopping and then have a late lunch or an early dinner and come home in the evening time. Now, we usually always have a trunk load of treasures that we have found, and that is fun. But more than that is just the time being with like-minded friends and getting away for the day and resetting our minds and our hearts, and then we're able to come back just feeling so encouraged and so refreshed. Thank you for joining me for this special tea time edition. I've enjoyed sharing with you ways that I refresh and rest and reset, and I hope that you found something that can inspire you to do the same. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoy hot tea, and if so, what are your favorite kinds? And I will see you next time.